What's up, Taurus? Let's see what the next 48 look like for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus placements. As I split the deck earlier, I saw the Magician and the Five of Pentacles. I feel like some of you guys are going to have to make sacrifices. I'm hearing more sacrifices. I feel like you guys are in creation mode right now, whether or not you know this. But it feels like if there's something here you want to pursue, there's a level of sacrifice, right? It's kind of like, you know that if you want to get into shape, you're going to have to set aside some time to go to the gym or to do cardio, which means that the time that you're utilizing to get fit is time you're taking away from, let's say, playing video games or just being on the couch, being on your phone, things like that. So there's something here about needing to sacrifice a little bit more at this time because you are in manifestation mode, okay? And this is like for those of you where you have been working on something, I feel like you're already, that's already a no-brainer, right? But this is like for somebody here, for several of you that are thinking about pursuing something. Like, just know that you're gonna have to sacrifice the things that you like doing in order to manifest whatever it is you want to go after. Starting off for the next 48, you have the Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You've got the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a Pisces or have these placements. And then you've got the Two of Pentacles. At the bottom, you do have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and then the Empress here, okay? So you're definitely in your element right now. Some of you guys are stressed out, okay? You're like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to succeed. I don't want to fail. All these doubts, all these insecurities, all of these fears, I feel are creeping up for some of you, especially because your goal is to be successful at something. Maybe you're building a legacy, building a business. You want to get out of the matrix or the rat race, right? And so I feel like there's a lot of stress and worry surrounding some sort of success that you're meant to achieve. Because at the end of the day, it's like you can stress all you want, but like you're gonna get the Six of Wands and then you're still in Empress or Emperor mode. So it doesn't really matter. So there's something here about just being humbled, being realistic, taking things one day at a time, and understanding the process, right? Because you want to be able to look back and be like, dang, like I did that and this is what I did to achieve that. Some of you guys are meant to like write like a book at some point, you know? It's like you reach this pinnacle of success and Spirit wants you to pay attention to your journey. Spirit wants you to pay attention to everything, the hardships, the good stuff, the bad stuff, everything. Because I feel like you're going to need to account for that later on. Because I feel like you're going to be really, really good at, or you are really, really good at something. And I feel like you would make really, really good money with like, I'm hearing like a tell-all. I'm hearing like a step-by-step how to make your first million, that type of thing, okay? So some of you guys are into finances, which does not surprise me for a Taurus. Others of you could find out about like a pregnancy here or some sort of pregnancy scare. Maybe you've wanted to get pregnant. Maybe this has been stressing you out. It happens anyway. Something like that. But that's what I have for you guys with that. Queen of Swords, some of you guys are just going to be sticking to your routine in the next 48 hours. I see you guys waking up at a specific time, or maybe you're kind of giving some leeway with the time that you wake up, but after that, you're like, it's business as usual, right? There's like no time really for play. So I feel like your next 48 for some of you just surrounds around some sort of goal here, whether this is weight loss, whether this is professional or a personal goal of yours. I feel like, you know, you're waking up and you're getting straight to business. You know exactly what needs to be done and you're sticking to that. Others of you, you could feel a little catty, a little moody here in the next 48. It just feels like you're very straightforward. It's almost, it gives me like tired energy. Like when you're tired, you don't have the energy to deal with people. Sometimes you end up saying things you probably shouldn't say. Or like, I guess the filter just kind of goes away. It's probably a better way to put that. So that's what it feels like. It feels like the filter just goes away in the next 48 hours. You're just letting people know who, like what's what, you know? And so I do see you just kind of being a little disassociated in the next 48. Like maybe you're too busy focusing on something that you really don't want to deal with people and their nonsense or whatever's happening externally outside of whatever you're focusing on at this time, okay? Others of you, I'm hearing you're like a stone cold person here, all right? This Ten of Swords, you guys could be going through some sort of breakup that you initiated. Some of you guys might be the one to initiate this in the next 48 hours. You're done with someone. You're done giving somebody an opportunity to get their life together. You're done with all the games. You're just done. And so it just feels like you're checked out. Okay, so in the next 48, some of you guys are going to be checked out of a situation where you're like, you know what? It's over. It's done. Go ahead. Bye. You know? And so that's what that feels like. Others of you are currently going through some sort of breakup with this Ten of Swords, okay? You could have gotten divorced. You could just be going through that healing process in the next 48. Others of you, this could be unexpected. I know that the Ten of Swords specifically pertains to relationships, but I also look at it as just endings overall. So there could just be something here that comes to an end. This could be a friendship that's needed to end for quite some time. This could be the end of a habit. This could be the end of just anything really, right? But it feels like a major ending because it is the Ten of Swords. So it's like you do feel it, right? To some degree. Even if you are the one that initiates it, you're still like, damn, like there's a little bit of that residue, you know? So I do feel like you guys could definitely be feeling the end of something here. And Spirit saying just let it happen, right? Whatever emotion comes out, whatever it is you need to do in order to kind of rid yourself of this energy, just let that happen. For some of you guys, 555, as I said that, some of you guys, this has been a long time coming, and so this is a big deal, okay? Others of you with the Queen of Cups here, I do feel like you guys are needing to pour more into your own cup at this time. It feels like in the next 48, this is about you guys just really consoling yourselves, making yourselves feel better here. Maybe you take yourself out on a date. Maybe, you know, you're doing your favorite things. Maybe you're reading, having a glass of wine. There's just something here about you needing to take care of yourself, especially if you are coming out of a relationship. Ten of Swords to the Queen of Cups, right? There's no one here that's going to lick your wounds. You got to lick them yourself. So that's what it feels like. It feels like there's someone here that, like, you had to, you know, again, doesn't have to be a breakup, but it's like you had to be the Queen of Swords. You had to lay down the law. You had to set your boundaries. You just had to let them know who's boss. Something came to an end, or something will come to an end, or that's just what you're dealing with is the ending of something here. But at the end of that, you're like, okay, now you got to come here and nurture yourself. So some of you guys, this is about like a spa day even. You could just be taking yourself to have like a really good meal. This could be as like your grocery shopping, but you're buying whole foods instead of processed. You know what I mean? Like you're giving a damn about you, and that's what this is about in the next 48. So make sure you guys are prioritizing your health, what you're eating, what you're listening to, like what you're consuming, you know. Do your best to stay on a higher vibration. I feel like good things are coming for you regardless of whether or not you're enduring an ending, okay? And then lastly, you do have the Two of Pentacles. You could be a little indecisive here in the next 48 hours. But Spirit's saying to channel more so that Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords kind of always knows what she's going towards, right? She's just very like strict, very disciplined, doesn't really allow for gray areas or excuses. And so I just feel like right now you guys could be going through some sort of transformation, some sort of ascension here. Like the time on my watch says 5:55. So again, 5:55. So I just feel like there are a lot of changes that are happening right now, and all of this is happening for your highest good. So always remember that. So if there is a little bit of indecisive energy here in the next 48, I'm hearing just kind of take a step back, you know, really assess your situations. Be careful what you're saying, how you're saying it, because again, Queen of Swords, no filter. But I do feel like you could feel a little imbalanced as well. I feel like you guys could have a lot on your plate in the next 48. You could be feeling really tired. It's like you don't know what to prioritize. But I do feel that you are going to get to a point where you're starting to realize like what is more important versus what's not. But I do see more importantly, like more than anything, I feel like you guys are going to be prioritizing the things that you need to do. Like I said, it's like you wake up and it's business as usual. So this is about you just kind of incorporating everything else to kind of fit your lifestyle, kind of fit your routine. So I do feel like you guys are definitely not going to be making excuses if you're trying to get things done. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully this helps and resonates. Catch you guys on the next one.